So, underview. Bad. That's toxic. You're not allowed to be toxic. You're not allowed to be toxic. That's illegal. Next. Why do you change off a Genji there? I feel like Genji's way better here.
No.
Whatever, a little fun. Huh. I mean, yeah. Come. Come. This is your comp. Pretty, weird. It's not bad for this point, but it's not amazing. Actually, it's pretty okay. So, your win conditions are just going to be shatters, trying to get boops, and then nano visors if they don't have a diva, but if they do, probably just nano the Rhine. And then obviously you guys have to save your combo. That's a big win condition. Whatever that. Like 3600, doesn't really matter what comp you're in that much. Is it real here? So what you're doing is pretty okay. I think it's weird to shoot at a diva when she's matrixing. You're kind of just wasting time. If you had shot more to the left, you could have gotten damage on someone, but it doesn't really matter. I saw Berg have to stun there, so you should call for your team to run out. Your Rhine does. Your Rhine hard feeds. He doesn't know how to back up. I think it was actually your Lucio's fault. Yeah, that was your Lucio's fault. Never mind. You should call that Hanzo's 1 HP, because people are scared to push a Hanzo if he's full HP, because he can one-shot them and they can't usually one-shot him. But if he's 1 HP, then it's like both people can one-shot, but he has to charge his thing up and get slower movement speed. So it's safe to push him. She should call out if he's 1. And you see, go back a little bit. Right there, and we see 28 and 73, which means this fight you can use aggressive dragon and you probably won't have to worry about getting another one before she has grab. Overall, though, pretty well. Good fight. You just kind of stay in the back and spam, which is what you're kind of supposed to do. No reason to move up at all, ever. So, good. Nice shot. That's a very good dragon.
That's huge.
Yeah. I think you played that perfectly.
But when you're running a second.
Maybe if you had shot the dragon like ever slightly more left, you would have killed. but it doesn't matter because it forces D.Va out of mech and it still won you the fight after you had already gotten an entry frag, so it really matters 0%. This doesn't look as flashy. And now... Hmm. 71 to 10 is actually fine. You can probably build one up around, or just like just after she gets it. So you're fine.
Ryan back up. Hold shield, hold.
Especially since I have a hog. And you're getting some really good spam here. This is exactly what you need to be doing. Instead of moving to here, I would have just... Yeah. I personally think you should Sonic from right there. There's no reason to move on to bridge there. You can just spam safely and you have so much cover. You have a window to get to. You have a wall next to you. You can jump into point. There's no real reason to move to bridge, I don't think.
Nice shot. I have grab next wave.
If anything, this gives you a more awkward angle, in my opinion. But that's just me.
Oh, they're going left again.
Maybe the window, or the area that you were at, maybe feels a little claustrophobic, but
And unless you can build it up fast, then... Yeah, I'll probably go for it here.
No, your Zarya has to hold this. Your Zarya just trolled super hard, because now your ults are hyper desynced. And your Lucio just trolled again. Your Lucio doesn't seem like he's very good. Oh, well. So, your team actually really hard trolled that fight. Not you, but your team did. Because Soldier, after limited start, so Zarya sees that you're like 60 on Dragon.
It's fine.
You tell him to wait. Yeah, you tell him to wait. You don't have your mic recording, but you tell him to wait there. I assume. Yeah. And you're 70, so he doesn't press tab. So your Zarya starts the fight. Zarya, cool, wasting Grav. You could have just farmed Dragon. Then your Soldier visors into a Grav, so it's wasting. Then your Lucio beats like the non-existent threat of death. Like, it's just not there. There's nothing that can kill anyone on your team, and he beats. And did your Rhine shatter? Why do I feel like your Rhine probably shattered there? That's because he does. And then your Rhine shatters a bad fight, or a one fight. I don't understand 3,600 players. That beat confuses me. Because they actually did use nothing either.
Nice.
How your Soldier got away with getting a kill there? I have no idea. Nice spam. Good recognizing that he was killable. And then a good Dragon. Couple of lift shots, but those happen. Nice kill into the Rhyme. But I think you lose that because your team like if you had beat drop, you win that fight, even if though they pin. Because you just beat that pin, you don't have to turn. Or you do, and you can just all in on it. You don't have to play distance or anything. Like your team had to play passive because you didn't have beat when you should have had it. That was kind of... And you should have had Shatter, and you probably should have had... I don't know. Well, here, true. Like, you could have won that fight if your Zarya waited 10 seconds, like the one before that. So, that was really not your fault. In my opinion. And your Lucio still doesn't have beat. Grab Hanzo yet. Somehow your ults are synced.
Once we get grab Jack, we can use that with the fight.
You don't win with that because their Lucio's beat. You have to commit. You have to build a shatter for it too, and you have to commit shatter after it. You have shatter, but he has to use it after, or use it first.
Ready?
You grabbed one or two.
Two dead.
They're Lucio's trolling. Wait, they don't have a Lucio, do they?
Oh my god.
What? On the soda stream. I think you should just leave the tracer there. Or leave your little there. I don't know that. That's not why you lost. You should be on Widow or 100 as well. You should go Tracer or May or something. I know you got two, but still something that can survive on point. Yeah. Your Lucio needs a brain. Well, I agree Widow wasn't doing a lot, but your Lucio doesn't have a brain. And your Widow was doing very good on Soldier, and the two fights that you were on, he was on Widow for, where he couldn't really do anything on. Yeah, I really think your Lucio's just not very. Or your Ana now, the art guy. I think he's not smart. I think his duo partner through the last round. Remember you said that this round you did bad on. Good kill. Good trade kill, actually. This is a winnable fight because you have so much more sustain. I don't understand. That's not your fault. Like, you should have hit him, but that is also your Zen's fault and your Ryan's fault. I wasn't completely your fault. That was the team fault. That your Reaper was allowed to do that. They shouldn't rely on a slow shooting person who... I guess you did us on it. That was not 100%, like, that was not entirely your fault, like your team wants it to be. Or, like, your, excuse me, like your Zen wants it to be. Which is a big flaw of 3600 players. Again, before I continue, I would just like to say, I have not played Hanzo since, like, in a ranked game, probably since Season 2 or 3, on my main account, or any account above, like, 3500. So I might be completely wrong in everything I'm saying, but, like, I definitely know the game at a high enough level to understand basic ult rotations and team positioning, and no one on your team is doing really what they need to be doing. You're running Lucy or Ana Zen on this map, which is just such a troll comp.
Yeah, it's a huge anti.
That was actually a really good anti because I assume you did it because you noticed that two people on the team were antied, and by doing that you either have to force them into a position where they had to die or kill them straight up. And also completely splits the Reaper. You hear someone too, right? I think, don't you?
Reaper.
You should call that Reaper's low. Yeah, you heard that bridge. You should have called it. And you're still ignoring it. Nice shot. I got a Discord message, sorry. Okay, that's just some team stuff. My apologies.
I'm gonna grab here.
Don't grab there. She's trolling if he grabs here. You need to tell him that. Because you've built so much like Dragon Charge, and you're gonna get so much more if he doesn't. If you just use Shatter. I assume you have Shatter at least. If not, you don't need it because they're already backing up. You're wasting ammo by doing that. You should have just held the shot. What a troll. Literally, he doesn't press tab. Like, your duo is just such a troll stack. Nice kill. Storm arrow this. Storm arrow. Nice. Briggs 1. You can jump forward and melee. Oh, you're good. You could have jumped forward and meleeed, and before she got the inspiration heal, it would have killed. You need to call to your team that you need help. Nice job. Call that Briggs 1. You need to call out. Maybe you are, but it's just not showing in the top left when I'm looking every time. I think you need to call something out and you're never going off. Nice shot. Mechanically, you're pretty decent. I feel like you need to figure out how to manage close quarter shots better. Because the thing I notice about a lot of extremely good Hanzos is that they're very good at those kind of more close quarter stuff. Very nice trance. He needs to block that fucking pin. What the fuck is your Zen doing? It's like such a good transit, and then all he has to do is block a pin there, and you win the game or the fight. You should win this still. No, you're up. So today I learned that 4 minus 2 equals 1. Great math, sorry. Yeah, at this point I would mute your Zarya, because she's just such a bad player, and such, like, she clutters comms. Doesn't know what she's talking about, ever. Nice sleep from Art. First decent thing he's done the entirety of the game. Dragon their spawn. Yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. You nano, I think, Reiner Zen here. You don't nano Hanzo. It's too high variable, like the shots. Nope. Nice. So you start by just kind of spamming it out. They are on dive, and D.Va gets demeched. I don't think you should climb. Oh, I guess you're fine. Personally, I would not have gone for that unless you knew you had Storm Arrow, like unless you had Storm Arrow up. Just because Baby D.Va's kind of lethal at that range against a Hanzo without Storm, but your team still wants to fight. Them losing D.Va that early on against a double sniper is very bad, even if you do die for it. Very good flash. How you lost point control. Oh, you lose point because you're still not running a Lucio and they're running dive tanks. Nice kill. Good stagger. I don't know how like lucky that was, but still a good stagger. Good knowing to spam that. Good info. Yeah. So far good. Also, staying back, very, very valuable. A lot of 3600s, Hanzos, and we'll just play at the front here. So, that's good. Uri needs help. If Uri isn't calling that, you need to be. Please don't dragon. Thank you.
I have grab here. We have grab dragon.
You would transit this card a lot? Or no? Oh, I don't know, because you don't press tab, do you? Oh, you do. Going into this, you do have trance. Oh, your Zen dies first. Okay, alright then. Their Zen has beat. Or, fuck, they're Lucio high speed. Dude, I'm retarded. You're committing...
I'm
Oh yeah, GG. What happens there? McCree is contesting their monkey solo high ground. This is a lost fight. Your team commits they literally just committed 3 ults at once. So now all they have is trance and then it still's dead with it. And they grab when you have dragon. Yeah, I think you've actually played this round pretty perfectly. Like, compared to what you've been able to do. And yeah, you kind of have to dragon that just to get allow your team to get through, because it cuts off their team from walking through it without committing cooldowns. And you get over, because you have to touch because your team doesn't want, like, to actually move. Kind of shaky aim there, but you do get the turn cap. That was like 100% your fight. You carried that. They nano diva, so you have to force, like, yeah, they force trance, then they blade you and they win. Yeah, okay. GG's. Yeah, I'm gonna actually chop that down to being a hard unlucky game.
Oh man, not sure what to tell you, man.
Like, I actually think that's just pure luck unlucky. Yeah, that's all I can say for that one. If you want, like, I'm sure if I watched it again, I'd probably find something, but that kind of looked like a hard unlucky. Yeah, I don't know.